So today I'm gonna boil some water. It's gonna bring to a boil, then add those fresh noodles in there. About 5 to 7 minutes it'll take to boil all that noodles to soften up. Then strain it and pour it into a strainer. And I'm gonna turn on some cold water, shake it up, make sure it breaks up and doesn't stick to each other. All right, so I'm gonna use a spoon to peel ginger. It's really great to use a spoon because it peels it really easily. Then I'm just gonna chop it up a little bit and mince it and just get into little pieces. It just gives a lot of flavor, a lot of smell, a lot of aromatic to the dish, and it's just quite tasty. We can just put it in a little bowl and just put it to the side. And once you do that, I'm gonna put some mushrooms in there. You can put any other types of vegetable. Well, today I'm just gonna use some mushrooms and use some tofu because my cameraman is vegan, so you gotta give props to him for doing this for me. And so this is a way for me to treat him. Right now I'm just taking a little sip of Hennessy. It just tastes so good. Cambodian people, we love Hennessy. That's just the way we drink. And I thought that drinking Hennessy was because we grew up in the projects and most of our neighbors were like black and Latino, and so actually we were colonized by the French, and that's why we were drinking Hennessy a lot. And so we brought that over here with us, and I didn't know that, so that was a little bit of information that I thought was interesting. So now I'm gonna use a tofu. I'm gonna cut it up into different squares. So first you just chop it up on the side, and then just chop it up rectangular, so easily, and then you're just gonna do little cubes. So once you cut it into little cubes, then it's gonna be ready to be put into a little pan. Before you put it into the pan, you're gonna put some oil in there, put a little bit of garlic. The garlic is really great to put in there because it gives a lot of flavor. So I didn't show this ahead of time, but yeah, you're gonna mince the garlic how you did with the ginger. So you're just gonna swivel around the little pan. So now I'm adding the garlic, and it's gonna just cook there. Make sure that before you add the garlic that the pan is a little hot. That way it cooks the garlic right away. So about medium high heat. So you see how it looks nice and golden brown. Now I'm about to add the tofu. So cook the tofu first because it's gonna help get the flavor in first with the garlic. So now I'm just gonna cook the tofu, make it all brown and tasty. So tofu, actually, Cambodian people don't really use tofu. It's actually like an East Asian thing. So like Koreans, Japanese, Chinese, they all use tofu. We don't really use tofu. We eat a lot of fish. So for today, I'm using tofu again for my cameraman because he's starving. He's like getting at me like, hey, cook me some food. And so now I'm gonna add the mushrooms. So I had to add the mushrooms last because it's the last. It cooks really fast. And so right now I'm gonna make sure that it softens up a little bit. So the trick to soften up mushrooms sometimes is you can cover it. So like leave it on for like medium high heat, now cover it for about 3 to 5 minutes or so. Then it's gonna be softened up and it's gonna cook down a little bit. So now that it's cooked down a little bit, you can see that, just look at it. And next you're gonna add some more flavor into it. It's more seasoning. I like to add a little bit of soy sauce just to get that little flavor in there. Because next we're gonna go back to the noodles. So I'm gonna add some more garlic and I'm gonna add the rest of the ginger. The garlic and ginger mixed up together, man, it just gives that pop, that flavor. It's just really delicious. Then you can see I'm just adding different types of seasoning, like the regular soy sauce. That's what Khmer people use. And then what I just added there was a dark soy sauce, more sweeter. The darker the soy sauce, the sweeter the sauce, I guess. And so now I'm gonna add the little stir fry that we just did. All that mixed together is gonna be like gold. It's just gonna mix really well. So this is really, really, really important. So what I'm doing here, I just boil some hot oil. So make sure the oil is hot and popping like that. We just gotta be popping out here. Popping with the oil. You know what I'm saying? Pop that collar. And then so I'm gonna add all that hot oil into the noodles because that hot oil is going to create a little sticky mechanism for all the sauce, the seasoning, the garlic, the ginger, and it's just going to be amazing flavors and tastiness. And so see how I'm mixing it with the little spatula. Just make sure you mix it really well because if you don't, it's not going to get all the flavors in. So you see here just in the little technique, just going from the bottom, mixing it from the side, all over, from side to side. I like these noodles like the best.
Alright, go ahead. I'm gonna fucking do.
Fuck yeah. You gotta put this in there. gonna be like silent, right? Or like music over it, right?
Yeah. It's too late. I need to use your thing.
What thing?
The microphone thing.
Oh yeah.
Fucking take a fucking bite, you pansy.
Oh, fucking good.
It's the best one you made yet, huh?
Oh, let's go. This is real emotions, man.